Hello, and thanks for joining us for another edition of Agile Tidbits from Engaged Agility. Today we're going to talk about doors and engines. We're going to talk about how systems thinking and watching out for bottlenecks can improve our processes. Meet Tom. Tom's been working at this car factory for the last 10 years, and he just got promoted to be the director of operations. Congratulations, Tom! Tom knows this production line like the back of his hand. It starts off with the chassis, then the wheels get added, and then the car body, and finally we get to the door team. These guys have been making doors for a long time, and in general they make about 100 doors per day. This means that on average we can make 25 of our 4-door sedans per day based on the output of the door team. As we continue down our production line, more car parts are added to the cars. Then we come to the engine team. The engine team can make 20 engines per day. This means that we can make a maximum number of 20 cars per day. I think we found our bottleneck. One day, the head of the door makers team knocks on Tom's door. He's got a great idea. There's some new technology that will let them double the output of doors per day, and it won't cost any extra labor, and it won't cost anything extra in raw materials. As the new director of operations, Tom has a decision to make. Should he allow this new change or not? Tom knows that leaders are readers, and he's read Eliyahu Goldratt's book, The Goal. One of the best quotes from the book says that any improvement on a non-bottleneck is a waste of time and money, as it won't correlate to business improvement. You might save one department money, but you need to be thinking of the business as a whole. Product flowing through a dependent system can only go as quickly as the system's bottleneck will allow. As Tom thinks about this quote, he decides that he needs to focus on the bottleneck, and rather than increasing production on doors, he needs to find a way to increase the production on engines. Tom decides to ask a couple of people to move from the door team to the engine team. This way, they can produce more engines and therefore more cars each and every day. Now let's think about what would have happened if Tom had made a different decision. What if he decided to go ahead and let the door team use that new technology? Really quickly, we would have seen doors piling up on the production line, and then we'd have to find somewhere to store them. Tom would have to rent the warehouse across the street so he could store all of the excess doors, and then he'd have to hire a forklift driver to carry the doors over to the new warehouse. Suddenly, this new money-saving technology doesn't seem to be saving very much money. But it gets worse. Soon, the new year model of cars are coming out. But Tom has stacks of doors from the old model in a warehouse across the street. Now Tom would have to find something to do with all of these excess doors, and that doesn't sound cheap nor fun. It's a really good thing he didn't make that choice. As Tom goes to bed that night, he's happy with the decision he made. He's also happy that he's producing more cars than he ever has, and he's also looking forward to his next promotion. What kind of doors and engines can you find in your organization? Let us know in the comments below.